Hey guys, welcome back again to Rebuild Reality. So, slightly less serious today. Hopefully a lot less serious today. I could do a whole video. I could write a whole book on seriousness and how you should let it go. Because it just makes everything stick to you. The less serious you are, the faster you're gonna go. Anyway, let's get into today's video, shall we? So, when people come to me, they are like, okay, this is who I am, and these are my problems. And I'm like, okay, well, right there is the issue. And they're like, well, what do you mean? And I'm like, you see yourself as this person with these problems. And they're like, well, yeah, but that's happening. That's just the reality of it. And I'm like, yes, I totally get it. Totally understand. But the reason that is your reality, that is your current experience, is because you are seeing yourself. You think of yourself as that person with those problems. Now, if you changed the way you viewed yourself, then the outside reflection would change. But as long as you are stuck in repeating the story of you, the story of you, the story of you, instead of going, you know what, I'm going to change that, I'm going to change that, then you let the outside world adjust to you, right? But as long as you are in that repeating story of you being here with these problems, I'm this person with these problems, but I want to get over here, I want to be this person without those problems. Well, if you keep identifying, if you keep talking about that story, seeing yourself as being here but needing to get there, then that's the issue. Because what are we going to do with this person with the problems who doesn't have what you want? Well, they get to go away. Bye. See you later. Well, not see you later. I would just be nice, you know. I'm never going to see them again. And we're just going to be this person. We're just going to be that person now. We're going to consider that, yep, I am that person now. Why now? Because there is no time and space. No time and space, right? Like I think I was saying before. Just here and now. So you're either it or you're not. So, but people are like, well, what about 3D? How do I deal with my 3D? Well, you realize what your 3D is. And you know that it's a reflection. If you've been watching my videos, and I'm sure probably other people's videos, you know that that's a mirror, that's a reflection. I know it absolutely seems real, but that's why the less seriousness, right? Give it less validity, because it's not solid, right? It's not solid, right? We understand that our senses are not telling us the truth of reality. Straight up not telling you. So the 3D that you're experiencing, it's not real. It's a hologram. Maybe a pain in the ass hologram, but it is a freaking hologram. And if you want to change it, you change. You want to change the stage that you're on, you go and you change the character that you're playing. Then you come out as a new character in a new play. And guess what? Scenery's changed, right? So that's how it works. So people are like, but what about my mind? My mind, I want this thing, and I decide it, and I declare it, or whatever, but my mind, it's not agreeing with me. It's like, no, you're still this person, nothing's happening, blah, 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 blah. And, well, your mind isn't you. You made the mind. You made 3D, so neither of them can tell you what to do. You just understand it's part of the interface here. It's part of the yakety yak. And the reason it bothers people so much is because they have become identified with it. That's me. No, it's not you. You are not a split being, individual, however you want to think of yourself. You're not split. That's the illusion. That's the illusion. Oh, there's another me here that talks to me all the time. Yeah. Another other. There's another other in the illusion of separation. So the mind's just going to chat shit, right? And you're either going to ignore it or, well, all that stuff doesn't belong to me. You know, and we'll talk about that in a second stuff. So what do you want to do? What do you want to do when you want things to happen then? It's like, okay, well then I'm this person. I'm seeing myself as this person. Okay, I get it. I need to now decide I'm this person. Well, how do I do that? Well, let's see. Who do I want to be? Yeah, that sounds great. I'm going to be that person who has that stuff and has that thing or whatever it is. And you decide, I'm not going to be that person anymore. That goes in the trash. That just goes. That book gets closed. That story is over. Now I am this person. And I think there's probably a lot of people. Have you ever moved to like a new city or something like that where nobody knew you? And you're like, oh, I can be anybody I want. People to know anything about me. You know, I don't have to adhere to all those other expectations, or those other people are like, you can't change. You're not that person. Your name's not, you know, Javier. Your name's Bob, or you know what I mean? And you don't have to deal with that stuff anymore. So it's... You know, you get to change. You can change into anybody you want to be. And it's not that hard. You just decide, this is who I am now. And you consider yourself that person. And it's all done. It's all done. That's, your job is over. Your job is over. How amazing is that? Well, the mind's like, oh, no, what? What do you mean it's over? You need to keep going. You need to keep working at this. We're waking up, you and I, every morning, and it's not here yet. That means you haven't done enough. That means it's not on its way because it hasn't shown up yet. That means it's not happening and you need to do more. That is not what it means at all. We have to give space, time to these things to allow them to happen because they are being born from within you. They're not coming from the outside because there's nothing outside of you. And we know this, right? Even on a physical level, we know this. Even in 3D, we know this. Through quantum physics and psychology, there's no world out there, sweetheart. Despite appearances. So, it's done. It's done. And that can be it. That can be it. Or if you want, you can be like Neville Goddard's Living in the End. I'm gonna be there. I'm there. I'm there. I'm gonna live here for a month or whatever. Like Neville did the first time when he wanted to go to Barbados. Right? He saw himself every day. I'm in where there's palm trees and I'm sleeping in my my bed there at night and stuff. But sure, if you want to, as long as it's already done, as long as you're already there. Or you can see it as a done deal, just like you ordered something. I just ordered something off the internet. I got the confirmation email. I looked at my bank account and they've taken the funds out. They've already let me know what day it's going to be delivered. They've already let me know like the time frame. So this is freaking awesome. Like, maybe you're going to get excited about it. Maybe you'll just go about your life. I mean, that's up to you. And I mean, why not? Why not get excited? Because emotions make things come faster. Emotions make things come faster, right? So if you want to get into the excitement of it, like, oh, what's it going to be like? Like, how is it going to show up? Like, am I like, well, how is this whole thing going to play out? Like, is the money going to arrive all at once? Am I going to get a bunch of different, like, checks, or will I win the lottery? Will someone just give it to me? Will it be some crazy distant relative I never knew about and I inherited? Like, how is my SP going to show up? Are they just going to call me? Are they going to ring my door? Are they going to, text me? I mean, what's going to have someone going to tell me that they're crazy in love with me? Like, you could totally wind yourself up and have a great freaking time. And because emotions make things come faster, you might want to have a bit of fun there. So, no one gets to decide these things but you. You're the only one that gets to decide your life. No one else can do that. You are not asking for permission here. You are choosing. You are deciding. Because you have the right. This is your life. This is your world. Your world is your world. It's your hologram, right? All of it created for you. So, you're not gonna ask anybody. You don't need anyone else's permission. Not your mind, not your thoughts, not your feelings, not the world, not anybody around you. Because you're it. You are the one. You created this place for you. Just for you. To do whatever you want, to have the best freaking time ever. Why wouldn't you? Why would you not be the most amazing, fantastic, incredible version of yourself that has ever existed? Why not? I mean, what's the point of coming here otherwise, right? Why do you think you're here? Why do you think you're here? Well, there is a part of you that knows that there's more than meets the eye. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching videos like this. And you're right. You are right. You are the most incredible thing that has ever existed. That's you. Because there's nobody else here. All of this, you give life to. Everything. You are the life force within everything. Including this suit here. You are the one that gives life to it all in your reality. So do you get your reality, your world, the way you want it? You darn right you do. You darn right you do. Of course you do. You become your own authority. And everything that happens in your world, you're like, it's an option. Would you like this? Hey, how about that version? Hey, how about this thing, huh? It's like you're shopping. Nah, what else you got? Do you have that in green? Do you have that in a nicer shade of green? I don't like those buttons. If I buy it, can you replace those buttons? What do you want? This is your world. Your world, your way. All right? So, don't take life so seriously. Don't let it tell you what to do. Because you don't react. You're like, look at that. Okay, see you later. Go within, and you change anything you want within through your decision. Because you have now gone from being the one who is reacting, the one who is afraid, the one who is the victim, to this is my world. This belongs to me. My experience belongs to me. And I get to have whatever I want in my experience. And yes, you do. You do. Otherwise, there'd be no point to being here, would there? So, those feelings, those emotions, what do you do with those? What do you do with all the thoughts? Well, if we took this person and we're like, see you later, and we are now this person, then do their thoughts and their feelings, their emotions belong to you? No, they don't. You can let them come up and out as you're waving goodbye. Let them go through you. That's fine. Feel what you need to feel. But know who you are. Know what you have decided. That's mine. Because you have the right to do so. And with that person, depending on how much you want to change, how, it's up to you. Completely different, go for it. Partially different, okay, but it's still somebody else. Now, all those things that happened to this person, do you want to keep them or let them go? Because now is your chance. The fear, the anxiety, the depression, the worry, the confusion, the sadness, the heartache. Is that what you want this version to have? Because you can be reborn. That's what's within you. You can be continually reborn again and again and again. And on a physical level, you actually are. You are a new person in every moment because your cells are dividing. You are becoming a new, you are constantly moving. You're never the same person, never. It's just that we keep carrying those old stories around instead of see you later, right? So, what do you want? Well, what do you want? Because you can be anything you want, and it's your right to do that. And this is what you're finding out, that I can do that. Yes, you can do that. You can do anything, because what are you? You are consciousness, and consciousness, your experience will be what you are aware of. So, do you want to look at that? Or do you want to look at that? And it's already done. It's already done. Just let it happen. Give it the space. Allow it to breathe. Allow it to flow in. Allow that new experience to be born from within you. Don't try and, it's like checking in the oven on a cake, every 5 minutes. Is it done? The cake's gonna fall if you keep opening the freaking oven, right? So let it be born. Let it be born. Let it come about. And the more you just relax about the whole thing, the faster you are going to go. So I hope that helps kind of clear up some of those things. I wanted to try and put as much as possible about dealing with your experience, what to do, how it works, and all of that, and cram it into one little thing. So if you have any questions about it, just put them below in the description box. And if anyone wants to book a session with me, and I don't talk about these things very much, I'm like, if people want to do it, they can do it. The stuff's in the links in the description box. However, at the moment, I'm having to change some things about it. I'm having a little problem with one of the things, so I'm having to switch some things over. So if you want a session, you can just contact me on the email, which is also in the description box, and we'll take care of it. Anyway, thanks you guys so much for being here, and as always, I look forward to seeing you here next time on Rebuild Reality.